वाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 10, text number 3. Tasya anucharitam rajan rishibhihi tatvadarshibhihi shrutam hi varnitam bhuri tvaya sitapatehe मुहुः तस्यानुचरितं राजन् ऋषिभिस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः श्रुतं हि वर्णितं भूरि त्वया सीतापतेर्मुहुः। तस्यानुचरितं राजन् ऋषिभिस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः श्रुतं हि वर्णितं भूरि त्वया सीतापतेर्मुहुः। बोलिए। तत्त्वदर्शिभिः माता जी। Tasya, of him, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ramchandra, and his brothers. Anucharitam, transcendental activities. Rajan, O king. Rishibhihi, by great sages or saintly persons. Tattvadarshibihi, by persons who know the absolute truth. Shrutam, have all been heard. He, indeed. Varnitam, as they have been so nicely described. Bhuri, many. Tvaya, by you. Sitapatehe, of Lord Ramchandra, the husband of Mother Sita. Muhuhu, more than often. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O King Parikshit, the transcendental activities of Lord Ramchandra have been described by great saintly persons who have seen the truth. Because you have heard again and again about Lord Ramchandra, the husband of Mother Sita, I shall describe these activities only in brief. Please listen. Purport. Modern Rakshasas, posing as educationally advanced merely because they have doctorates, have tried to prove that Lord Ramchandra is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but an ordinary person. But those who are learned and spiritually advanced will never accept such notions. They will accept the descriptions of Lord Ramchandra and his activities only as presented by Tattvadarshis, those who know the absolute truth. In Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of Godhead advises, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-released soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Unless one is Tattvadarshi, in complete knowledge of the absolute truth, one cannot describe the activities of the Personality of Godhead. Therefore, although there are many so-called Ramayanas or histories of Lord Ramchandra's activities, some of them are not actually authoritative. Sometimes Lord Ramchandra's activities are described in terms of one's own imaginations, speculations or material sentiments. But the characteristics of Lord Ramchandra should not be handled as something imaginary. While describing the history of Lord Ramchandra, Sukadeva Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit, you have already heard about the activities of Lord Ramchandra. Apparently, therefore, 5000 years ago, there were many Ramayanas or histories of Lord Ramchandra's activities, and there are many still. But we must select only those books written by Tattvadarshis, not the books of so-called scholars who claim knowledge only on the basis of a doctorate. This is warning by Sukadeva Goswami, Rishibish Tattvadarshibhihi. Although the Ramayana composed by Valmiki is a huge literature, the same activities are summarized here by Sukadeva Goswami in few verses. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Today very auspicious day of Srimati Sita Devi's appearance day. I am very fortunate and grateful that I am given chance to speak on this wonderful pastimes of Srimati Sita Devi. I will speak till the time I feel hungry. Okay? Don't worry, I will finish. Anyway, Prasad to hai nahi. Fasting hai na? So we will today speak a little bit Sitaram Kalyan Mahotsav. We'll speak. I am from Andhra, so everybody knows already. By many times I tell. So in Andhra, the very famous Sitaram Kalyan Mahotsav, right? So especially there is a place called Bhadrachalam. It's a very famous. On Ramnavami Day especially, they do Sitaram Kalyan Mahotsav. So listen to this pastime very carefully, so that you don't have to marry in your future lives. And those who want to marry, you can leave the class. This is the benediction. 3-4 years back, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he was supposed to give class, and then on Sitanami Day, and then he was not well or something. Then he told me to give. Then I spoke on Sitaram, then elaborate details of all marriage ceremony and all. Then later on Maharaj met me. Then he told me, Ramrup, you gave a very nice class. But you described the marriage so elaborately, some of the brahmacharis may like to get married. Because all rituals and all I so elaborately I did. I said, Maharaj, if they hear this pastime, they don't have to marry. Like that. Last time when I gave class, I explained up to, Vishwamitra Muni, then taking Ram Lakshman, and then Rama killing Subahu, and then punishing Marichi and all that. So after that, they forwarded their journey, and then Lord Ramchandra delivered Ahalya. So from there, they reached Mithilanagar. Right? So Mithilanagar is a very, very beautiful place. Very situated on the bank of Ganges and all, and then it is all high-rise buildings. Then the whole city was decorated because Vishwamitra Muni's aim was not. It is only a sub-sect that taking care of the yajna and all that, but his main aim was to marry Sita and Ram. Right? So all this while, he is only Ramchandra. Ramchandra. Right? So when the name is, if the Shri is added to any name, Lord's name, then it becomes Taraka Mantra. Then it becomes Mantra. So now all this while only Rama. Now he wanted to make it Shri Rama. He wanted to make it Shri Rama. Then it became mantra, like that. So, this Ramayana is run by Rishis and Munis everywhere. Rishis are, that is, so from now onwards, the Rishi, Vishwamitra Muni, has arranged, so wants to arrange the marriage of Sita and Ram. So from now onwards, Sita will take forward the Ramayana. Right? Sitaya's Charitra, Paulastya Vada. So that is the name given by Valmiki Muni originally. Right? So Sita is the one now. So if you see Bhagavatam, the role of Rukmini is very less. Right? Any other Lakshmi's role is very less in any other pastime. But here, such a huge pastime, the entire Ramayana was run by Sitaji. Without Sita, no Ramayana. So glorious, like that. So today her appearance day, so we will hear some wonderful pastimes. So then the city was very, so then Vishwamitra Muni said, because he did not want to come out of publicly, openly, that I want to perform your marriage for Sita. No. Because, for everybody, whatever their interest, you should show them. Just like when Draupadi's Swayamvar was over, this Drishtadyumna was observing what they are talking. So, even though they are in Brahmana Vesha, they were talking about arms and all that. You know, they are not talking about thread and Brahmin thread and mantras and Shruka and Shrava and all that. So, like that. So, Kshatriya, then when, you know, so they are talking about all, you know, then he suspected they must be Kshatriyas. Like that, the Kshatriyas means they are. Then that is why Vishwamitra Muni told Ramchandra that I heard that there is one great Shivadhanush in the Mithilanagar. You know, maybe you will be interested to see. He didn't tell, you know, if you break the, bow, you will get Sita and all that. But some of the sages around him, they were talking that, you know, this Sita ji is there, Mithila, you know, Janaka Maharaj's daughter and all that. So just like Rukmini Devi, Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Shunvatam Te Nirvishya Karna Vivarer Harate Angatapam. This is a very famous from 10th canto. So Rukmini Devi, simply by hearing about Krishna's qualities, she fell in love with Krishna. In the same way, Lord Ramchandra, simply hearing about Sita ji, he already fell in the love of Sita. Simply hearing. That's why hearing is very important. Right? So I will tell where it is. I will tell why it's said like this in the end. Then, so they walked. Then Mithilanagar. So the city, it looked like, erupted into joy when Lord Ram, along with Vishwamitra Muni and Lakshman, they have entered. Right? Because Mithilanagar is possessing a very precious jewel. You know, that jewel's name is Sita. And then they were all eagerly waiting, you know, for someone to own that jewel. So all the Mithilanagar Vasis, when they saw Ramchandra, they had an intuition in their hearts that it looked like now someone has come to possess that valuable, precious jewel. Right? Like when Rukmini Devi, all of them, when they saw Krishna, all the Vidarbha Vasis, Kundinapur, they all said, please take all our pious credits so that, you know, Rukmini will get married to Krishna. Like that, everybody was thinking, our Sita should get married to this person. Then when Mithilapati, Janak Maharaj, when he heard that Brahmarshi Vishwamitra Muni, he arrived in Mithilanagar, he came forward along with Shatananda, his family priest, and he welcomed him. He washed his feet and all that. But when he saw, even though he was actually washing the feet and all, but his eyes are fixed on this beautiful boy. Right? And then he was unable to take away his glances, eyesight. Then he was in his mind, he was thinking, who is this beautiful boy? Who is this beautiful boy? ऐसा लगता है, अच्छा होगा सीता के लिए. Like that. He was thinking like that in his heart. And then Shatananda Rishi, he asked Vishwamitra Muni that who are these two beautiful boys? Lakshmana also was there, like that. Then Vishwamitra Muni, he was little naughty because all this while he was very, very hard-hearted and all. But when he saw Lord Ramchandra, his heart had melted already. That's why he became witty and all. Right? Srila Prabhupada, he was very, very humorous. He was not very, he was grave, but at the same time, he was very humorous. And then Prabhupada would tell some jokes. Sometimes some devotees have objection, why you tell jokes in the class. But Prabhupada used to tell so many jokes that he would laugh so much, he would fall from the chair. Like that. So, anyway. So, then Vishwamitra Muni smiled and said, he didn't tell the name of Ram and Lakshman. I have seen these two boys because I wanted somebody to protect the yajnas. Then I turned my head, I found these two boys. Then I took them along. Then this boy, he killed, elder one, he killed this ferocious demoness Tataka. Then I thought, then I developed confidence. Then they would protect my yajna. Then I took them to my Vishwashanti yajna. Then he killed Subahu. Then threw away this Marichi. Then killed all the other demons. Right? Other demons. Then I took them. Then I felt more confidence. Then I took to one ashram. There is one, he did a miracle as soon as he entered. So he did not say, Gautam Muni never cursed Ahalya to become stone. He said, somebody stone-like. Lady, as soon as Rama entered, she became a woman. She became a woman. Then as soon as Shatananda heard, he became ecstatic. Because Shatananda is the son of Ahalya and Gautam Rishi. As soon as he heard that his mother Ahalya was delivered, immediately recognized, ye to Ram hai. Then he became so ecstatic that today my life has become perfect, because they already heard that when Rama would come to the ashram, she would be delivered. So they were all waiting when Rama will come, when Rama will come. So like that. Then he understood, ye to Dashrathanandan Ramchandra hai. Then he asked, of course he cannot offer obeisances because he was a sage and all that. Then he blessed him and all that. Then next day, but still his Janaka Maharaj's drishti was fixed on Rama only. He was feeling ecstatic, saying that how nice it will be, he will become my son-in-law, like that. The next day, so the Vishwamitra Muni, Ram Lakshman, they all entered the Sabha. These demons, they make serials, movies and serials. They are made by demons. So that is where they concoct so many nonsensical things and they show. And then people learn Ramayana and Mahabharata by watching these serials and movies. No, we should read Ramayana and Mahabharata, original texts written by Valmiki Muni and Vyasadeva. Like that. This nonsense were propagated that there was a Swayamvara taken place, then all the kings have come. Then they introduced Ravanasura also. This fellow, Sagar, Ravanasura also came. रावणासुर बाद में आएगा वो मरने के लिए, अभी तो रहने दो उसको, right? So he is all nonsense. So this Swayamvara was not taking place. There was a yajna was taking place for 12 days. Yajna was taking place. Then that is why Janak Maharaj told Vishwamitra Muni said, let us go and see the yajna also, and then this Shivadhanush also, right? So at that time, Vishwamitra Muni said, please show the Shivadhanush to this boy, Rama and Lakshman. They are Dashrathanandans, please show, like that. Then Janaka Maharaj, he said, before bringing that Shivadhanush, I want to narrate some stories connected to that Shivadhanush. He said, actually this Shivadhanush was constructed by, there are two bows, very great bows are constructed by Vishwakarma. One is given to Vishnu, another was given to Lord Shiva. So during the Daksha Yajna, because they were insulting Lord Shiva by not giving oblations and all, Lord Shiva became very angry. He took this Shivadhanush to punish these Devatas. So when Devatas understood that Lord Shiva has come to punish them, they felt that he is very merciful. If you beg forgiveness from him, he will forgive. So they fell at his feet and begged forgiveness. Then he stopped himself. So that Shivadhanush was actually given to Devarat, one of the descendants of Nimi Maharaj. So since then, this Shivadhanush was kept in the palace of Janaka Maharaj, and then everybody was worshipping, every day they would worship this Shivadhanush because it was originally touched by Lord Shiva. Even though Lord Shiva used so many other bows also, but this is become very famous Shivadhanush, like that. So there was a story that there was a drought for some time in Mithila Nagar. Then they said Janaka Maharaj should till the land, and perform a yajna. So it is very important before performing any yajna. Cow is very important animal. So they should come and till the land and all like that. So in order to perform this yajna, so Janaka Maharaj himself, he took a plow, hull. Then he started tilling the land. Tilling the land. So this is another Kalpanik story that Sita ji was found in a golden box and all that. But actually it is not true. So when he was tilling the land, he found that a very beautiful girl. Her face was like full moon. Then she is having full hair, black hair, matching with her black eyes. And she was shining. She was molten gold in color. Her bodily complexion is molten gold in color. And then she was smiling. Her lips are reddish. Her teeth are like pearly white. So when Janaka Maharaj saw this beautiful girl, then he understood, oh, who is this girl? Most beautiful girl. Can she be my daughter? So this is not mentioned in Balkanda, but in Ayodhya Kanda, when Sita ji met Sati Anasuya, there she was telling herself that I raised myself and then I gave Namakaran to myself. Janaka Maharaj did not do Namakaran for Sita because Sita herself gave name to herself and said. Then the Devatas, there is Akashvani told, Dharmena tava tanaya. He says, dharma, because of dharma, she will be considered your daughter. Yeah? That is why later on he says, Iyam Sita, Mama Sutta, Sahadharma Charini Tava, that verse will come, we will explain. Like that, this, so Sita ji herself gave her name herself to herself, and then that I will be your daughter. That is why Janaka Maharaj raised her as his own daughter. So here this is a very important point. Sita ji, Draupadi, like some other great women are there, they are actually Ayonija. Even Lord Ramchandra appeared from the womb of Kaushalya. But Sita ji did not appear from any womb. She is Ayonija. No contamination of entering into the somebody's womb and taking birth and all that. Ayonija. So that is why Janaka Maharaj had this problem. Who will marry her? Somebody, Deva, some Deva only has to marry. Purushottam only has to marry because my daughter is Ayonija. So that is a problem. Then, so she was brought up very nicely and all that. Then one day, this is not there in Ramayana, but in Kamba Ramayana also it is not there. But in some Ramayans it is mentioned because it is not some deviant story or it doesn't break the flow of Katha. So I will mention that one day Sita ji was playing, her flower ball went and underneath the Shiva Dhanush. So because it was always well guarded and protected by many of the gods and all, like that, and it was very, very heavy. But Sita ji went, she took the bow with her left hand, lifted it, and then took the flower and took the ball, and then kept it back and then ran. Then all her friends and all, they were gasping for breath, what they have seen. And then they went and reported to Janaka Maharaj that, Sita ji has done like this. Then he understood. So then, that is why he put this condition. This is Sita ji is Virya Shulka. Virya Shulka means anybody who wants to marry Sita, he has to be God like, who can lift this Shivadanush. Who can lift this Shivadanush. Like that. So now, then what happened when he declared, it was, Prabhupada says, nowadays, people go, they go to for Pelli Chupulu. Ladki ko dekhne ke liye jaate hain. And then they, अच्छा है, बुरा है, उसका नाक टेढ़ा है, ये सब वो लोग आके डिस्कस करते हैं. फिर बाद में, if the dowry is good, they will marry. Right? And if the boy is government employed, my father was very, very upset, because I was employed in government, that to central government. So he already spent for 2 daughters so much dowry and all. Then he thought he will earn it back. When I became a sadhu, it was a big setback for him. मेरा पूरा dowry नुकसान हो गया. Government officer with quarters. घाटकोपर में क्वार्टर्स भी मिला था. Like that, it was easy. Now Prabhupada says, previously Krishna, even though he is God, for every wife he had to fight. युद्ध हो जाते थे. Right? Fighting हो जाता, right? Like that. So many kings, because she was so beautiful. Even Rukmini Devi also, all the kings, the princes who came, when Rukmini was going, they all fell down from the horses and became unconscious, seeing the beauty of Rukmini Devi. So when they heard the beauty of Sita ji, so many kings they came to win the hand of Sita. But nobody was able to even, what to speak of lifting the bow. They were not even able to move even an inch also. Like that. Then Devas, Gandharvas, they also heard. Kinnaras, everybody they came. But nobody was able to even move an inch. Like that. Then day by day, Janakumara's worry has increased. Worry has increased. Who will marry Sita? Who will marry my daughter? Well, she will have to remain minister. There are no heroes. No heroes. So meanwhile, all the suitors who came for this to lift the Shivadanush to get the hand of Sita, they all made a party. They said, you made this Virashulka this condition to insult all of us. You give one to choose one of us and give your Sita. Then they all came for fighting. For 1 year there was a complete lockdown like we have of Mithila, fighting. So all the kings have ganged up, and then alone then he said, I did tapasya, then satisfied Devatas, and then Devatas they sent Chaturanga Bala, and then they came and defeated. But people have, people have started criticizing Janak Maharaj that is he really intelligent enough? Why he has to put such a high, strict condition? I think he should, write it off and then choose somebody. Because they wanted to see the marriage of Sita and Sita getting married and all that. So they are waiting, and then with each day, with each month, with each year, Janak Maharaj's anxiety was increasing. Who will marry Sita? Who will marry Sita? Then finally when he saw Lord Ramchandra, he had developed some confidence that this boy can do it. Like that. So, there is also another story, actually it is not there in Ramayana, that Rama saw Sita in garden and all that stuff. It's not true. So, till now, Rama is already fell in love with Sita because he only heard about Sita. So far he didn't see Sita, right? But already he was thinking about her. It is mentioned in Ramayana commentary that everywhere he was seeing Sita only, it seems. Everywhere. Kankad mein Sita, like that. He was Stavara Janga mein dekhe na dekhe Tharamukti. She was seeing Sita only everywhere. She was thinking, where is Sita, where is Sita? Like that. Then, meanwhile, Janak Maharaj said, you bring this, Shivadanush to the assembly. Like that. So then Janak Maharaj told that, if Ramchandra can lift this Shivadanush, right? And then I will give my daughter, Sita as a wife to him. Very good. So 5,000 very abled men, they were not lifting. The Shivadanush was kept in a box and with wheels, which 8 wheels they had. So they were pushing 5,000 Sainiks who are as strong as elephants. They were pushing, pushing and pulling, not even lifting. That also they became very, very tired. They became very tired. Like that. So then somehow or other they brought it. So here you see the same incident, same thing, same mentality when Arjuna was in the Swayamvara ceremony of Draupadi. Like that. Right? First thing. So, Pashyarama, Vishwamitra Muni said, you wanted to see the Shivadanushna? Right? See. So, Ramchandra, he walked towards Vishwamitra Muni, fell at his feet, touched his feet. Then he took permission to go and see. So, all of them, so they were actually, they don't want to miss this moment. So they were, everybody's hearts in their, mouths in their hearts. And they were, waiting. So what Lord Ramchandra? So when they saw Ramchandra's, gait, walk, so they saw it is like Simhagati, like power of an lion. Then after some time they saw Vyagragati, the rage of a tiger. After some time they saw, Rishabhagati, the pride of a bull. Right? And then after they saw the latent energy of a snake, Sarpagati. Then they all have felt in their hearts that this boy will do it. This boy will do it. They had somehow or other. But only Janaka Maharaj was having little doubt. If this boy also cannot do, then my daughter, beautiful daughter Sita, has to remain spinster throughout her life. Because somehow he felt, if he cannot do this, nobody can do it. Like that Janaka Maharaj was thinking like that. Right? Some doubt, So when the doubts arise, we should associate with Ramchandra. So then Ramchandra, he saw Dhanush. Right? He saw Dhanush. That time, then again he took permission. Can I lift it? So Prabhupada, Shrutakirti Prabhu was saying, some of the servants of Prabhupada, they were so accustomed, Prabhupada would just give a sign. Then he knows, you have to switch off the light. Give water. Some of his servants, like that, Vishwamitra Muni, that's how wife should be there, and wife should serve her husband, and disciple should serve his spiritual master. Without spiritual master saying something, he should understand. That is the first class disciple. So Rama was first class disciple. So Vishwamitra Muni. So at that time, he saw some halchal in the prakara, in the top floor of the building. Because there was a talk that, there is a beautiful prince from Ayodhya came. All her Sakhi friends, they were describing that, there is a beautiful prince who has come to lift the Shivadanush. So all of them, she was well decorated nicely and all that. So she was on the top floor. And then there was a halchal, of sounding of the ankle bells and all that. So when Ramchandra was about to catch, the middle portion of the Shivadanush, there is catching, lashak bolte hain, usko pakadne se pehle, when he heard this halchal and the beautiful sound of the ankle bells and all, he lifted his eyes. There he saw Sita. So what happened? His hand was stuck into the bow and his eyes are stuck into the beautiful face of Sita. And immediately he lost his mind. He lost his mind. So his chitta was stuck at Sita and his eyesight was stuck at Sita, but his hand was in the middle of the Shivadanush. Like that. And then then again he looked at Vishwamitra Muni. Now again a little bit break. He took a break. Said, should I lift it? Okay. Then everybody was gasping, with open mouths. Said, what is he going to do? What is going to do? And everybody was praying that he should lift the chair. They were all wishing that Rama should, lift the Shivadanush. Like that. So before anybody could notice, there is one great poet in Andhra, Vishwanath Satyanarayana. He wrote a book called Ramayana Kalpavriksha. So in that he describes that it looked like that usually the bows, the strings are not attached. He has to, when they are not in use, the strings are not tied. The string has to be attached. So it looks like that Ramchandra tied the string in the box itself before lifting it. Then he lifted breadthwise, it seems, not lengthwise, because he felt that if I lift this Shivadanush lengthwise, then it will obstruct my view of Sita. And Sita's view will be obstructed. So that is why it seems he lifted like this, not like this. Usually Dhanush like this, right? But he lifted like this because so that there is no, his sight is not broken, like that. Before anybody realized, he lifted, then he, he tightened the string, rope. Then he just broke, just like it is described that as soon as Ramchandra broke, that his hands broke the Dhanush. Then his eyes broke the Sitaji's determination, and then her head bowed down. Her hair was beautifully decorated with all this. Jasmine flowers and all that, and then her wheel was there. Then immediately she bowed her head, and then here the Dhanush broke, just like an elephant breaks sugarcane stick as easily as. And then everybody was shocked. Then everybody, it created such a huge dhvani, it reverberated in the entire three worlds. The breaking of Shivadanush, that it reverberated, and then everybody fainted except for Janak Maharaj, Ram Lakshman and Vishwamitra Muni and Shatananda. Everybody else fainted. Then, but Ramchandra, he is just standing coolly, as if he has not done anything exceptional, right? Then Janak Maharaj immediately erupted in joy. Bravo! Bravo! Jai Ramchandra! Jai Ramchandra! Finally I found a suitable, boy for my daughter. Now, because all the whole Praja was criticizing Janak Maharaj that he is such a fool, this and that. Right? But now his weight was, long, like that. But then immediately he distributed so many cows and all that. He distributed so many cows and all that. Then, but his joy was short-lived. Then he said, immediately they brought Sita, well, nicely decorated and all. Then Sita ji was very, very eager to see, the lotus face of Lord Ramchandra, who is going to be her husband. So she was so eager that she wanted to lift her veil and look at him directly. But her mind has alerted her that no, why are you breaking regulative principles? Wait, he is going to be your husband anyway. But she wanted to see him anyway. Then he said, oh, okay, let me look at her lotus feet, at his lotus. So she was very satisfied looking at the lotus feet of Lord Ramchandra. And then immediately she captured the lotus feet in her heart. Then she accepted him as her husband. Like that. Then, now, please marry my daughter Sita. Ramchandra said, no, I am not going to marry. Immediately. Why? Our Indian tradition is, father-in-law's lifespan depends on the badi bahu, eldest daughter-in-law. If the eldest daughter-in-law is very nice, taking care, father-in-law's lifespan will increase. Boy's father's lifespan. If she is rude and all that, she is not taking care, he will die very early. So that is why the choice to choose the badi bahu is only with the father. Eldest son's wife has, he only has got that right. No love marriage, this and that. Can't say, some intercaste girl will like, or pyar ho gaya. Right? So Lord Ramchandra, he said, no, I am not going to marry. Why? He told that I don't want to marry without my father's permission. Vishwamitra Muni brought me that, he wanted to show the Shivadanush. Shivadanush. That is why I came to see. But not that, I had no intention to marry. I was not interested in this Virya Shulka and all that. Right? So as soon as Janak Maharaj heard it, he fainted. His joy was short-lived. Itna din wait kiya. So he asked for hearing no from him. For hearing no from him. No, actually, then Vishwamitra Muni was not disturbed. Said, then later on they put water and all. Then he started crying and all. So Vishwamitra said, why are you crying? Do one thing. He said, he told not that I will not marry at all. He said, I will marry only with the permission of my father. You send a message to his father. Everybody was aghast. Everybody was sad. Then all the girlfriends of Sita ji, they were also very upset that how Sita will take, rejection like this. They felt that, she will be devastated. She will be devastated. But when they saw her, she was smiling. She was not disturbed. I said, why? Because she kept 3 conditions, tick mark. जिसको शादी करना है उसको 3 ticks mark. What is that? He should be a Veera, hero, valiant. He should be able to, he should be strong enough to protect her. Number 2 condition is he must be very prudent and wise and intelligent in speech. Number 3, he should be very self-controlled. So all the 3 ticks, because she wanted to marry a person who has got all these 3 qualities. Ramchandra fulfilled all these 3 qualities. Then she said, no problem, he will marry me. If not, उस father का permission लेके शादी करेगा ना, like that. So I said, no problem. So, because she thought a man of principles will become an ideal husband. An ideal human being will become an ideal husband. One who gives importance to principles than to the desires, one's own desires. Right? So immediately said, okay. Then immediately they sent, messengers. Said, Janak Maharaj said, don't take rest. Don't take rest. So without taking rest, without taking any prasadam, 3 days and 3 nights they traveled and they reached Dasharatha Maharaj's palace. And immediately they said, there is a messenger from Janak Maharaj. Then Dasharatha Maharaj immediately allowed him. He said, what is this? Then they started glorifying that, your son has done like this, Ram Lakshmana has done like this. They killed Tataka, they have killed Subahu, they have defeated Marichi, they killed so many animals, this Rakshasas. They delivered, Rama has delivered Ahalya. Then Dasharatha Maharaj's heart was swelling. He was so proud, my son is there, like that, because he was having apprehension. Rajiv Lochan, Rama, kya karega? Then he said, after all, he's not so weak. Like that. Immediately, now, they were, each one of, there are many messengers went, each one was, describing one event. Like that. Then there is one main messenger said, now this is the real, you will be very pleased. I said, what? Then he said, there is a great Shivadanush. Janak Maharaj said, if somebody can break it, then, he can marry Sita, the beautiful daughter of Janak Maharaj. So, your son has broken the, Shivadanush. Oh, really? I heard some sound, I thought some lightning, Oh, this is my son's work, job. Like that. Then immediately, whatever he was wearing, all expensive moti mala, this and that, he just gifted, kush ho jao. Right? Dasharatha Maharaj kush ho gaya itna. Like that. Said, first thing, Dasharatha Maharaj told Vasishtha Muni that this Janak Maharaj's family is Acharana Sampada is there. Are they following all the Acharana of Vedas properly? Right? Vasishtha Muni said, yes, they perfectly, follow. Then he said, what is the delay? So they all started. So, like I mentioned before, that everybody loved Ramchandra so much, all the Ayodhyavasis, right? All the Ayodhyavasis. That is, they loved Ramchandra so much that when Dasharatha Maharaj declared that I am planning to make Ramchandra king, nobody objected. Yeah, yes. Later on this will come. Later, yes. Then Dasharatha Maharaj felt very sad, अरे मैंने सोचा कोई नहीं एक तो ना बोले इनकार करो ना आप बहुत अच्छे हैं you continue the we don't want you to lose you. they unanimously passed it. No, you make him Ramchandra because he was so popular. So then they said, am I so bad king? No, you are full of good qualities. You have only one defect, that your son is so beautiful. So what to do? We are so enamored like that. So everybody loved Ramchandra so much that when Ramchandra was walking, so there was so much huge public during his coronation ceremony that Valmiki Muni wrote one beautiful verse saying that everybody was asking only 2 questions. When Ramchandra was walking, and there is a huge crowd where he cannot even drop a sand particle on the earth, ground. So much public. And then everybody was, only two questions were there. Has Rama seen you? Did Rama see you? Or you have seen Rama? Have you seen Rama? If somebody said no, then the Valmiki Muni says, if somebody has not seen Ramchandra, or Ramchandra has not seen you, your human form of life is a waste. You are a dead man. Even though you are alive, you are a dead man. Like that. So Ramchandra is very famous. That is why everybody loved him. Like that, the entire Ayodhya has started packing bags. Because their prince, marriage, they were, that too, they also, Sita ji with Sita. Like that. So, Dasharatha Maharaj said, no, I will lead the entourage. I should be the first to reach. So then he was sitting in the chariot or whatever. So, it took them 4 days. So, the entire Ayodhya was vacant. Everybody packed their bags and they started, traveling. Then there is a huge, like, ocean, elephants, flags, chariots, bullock carts. It was such a wonderful sight. Dashrath Maharaj, sometimes walking, sometimes on the chariot. Even though he was the oldest man among them, he felt the most youngest. Sometimes he was running in. Today my son's marriage is going to take place. My son's marriage is going to take place, like that. Then by the time Dashrath Maharaj's chariot has reached Maithila Nagar, the last man is starting from Ayodhya. So it took them 4 days. So Ramchandra had to wait 7 days to get the hand of Sita. Right? So he was very, very eager, like meanwhile, kab hoga, kab mera Pitaji aayenge, like that. So meanwhile, other yajnas and all, they were all, they finished. Then they said, Falgun Mas, Purnima day, Uttar Nakshatra, their marriage took place. Their marriage took place, like that. So then they decided the day, like that. So it is then the very beautiful, when the Dashrath Maharaj met Janak Maharaj, because they were old friends, both of them together they defeated Ravanasur. So they embraced each other so tightly that it looked like sun and the moon. They are coming together, because Dashrath Maharaj belonged to Sun dynasty, Janak Maharaj belonged to Moon dynasty. There is a Sangam, instead of Sangam of Ganga with Samundar, it looked like Sangam of sun and the moon are taking place, like that. Then then Janak Maharaj said, please take care of everybody, so nicely, and then they arranged everything nicely and all that. So they used to have some construction methods, in one, just like, these Chinese, they have built a hospital within 1 day or something like that, COVID ke liye. Right. So they would build, huge palaces like this. Very nicely they decorated everything. Then in the Sabha, a meeting has taken place. Previously, the boy and the girl liking each other and all is not, that is the last priority. So they would always talk about at least 10 generations. History they would know, they should know, like that. So meeting has taken place. Dashrath Maharaj said, Vasishtha Muni will describe our dynasty. Then you consider whether we are suitable for your match and all, like that. So then Vasishtha Muni started narrating the glorious history of Raghuvamsha. So this Mahakavi Kalidas wrote a book on, this Raghuvamsha, very beautiful book, like that. So it's starting with Sun, then Manu, then Ikshvaku, and all that. All glorious kings, Mandat Maharaj, Trishanku Maharaj, then Sagara, Dilip Chakravarti, Bhagirath, Raghu, Kakatsa. Then Dashrath Maharaj is like effulgent the rays of Sun dynasty. And then the glorious Lord Ramchandra, he is Sun himself. Right? Then everybody became ecstatic. Like they are called, Prata Smaraniya. Prabhupada is so beautifully arranged our Krishna consciousness movement. When we say Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya, there is a science behind it. Right? We should remember certain people every day early in the morning. So, one of the thing, Acharya, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, then three Shaktis, then all the rishis, great rishis, Agastya Muni, Vasishtha Muni, Vishwamitra Muni, and all that. Then all these great Chakravartis names also should be remembered. Mandat Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, all that. Then Lord Narayan himself says, remember every day Gajendra. Right? The Prata Smaraniya. So there is that is why Prabhupada introduced, Jayam Vishnu, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, all, Jagannath Puri, we remember every day, right? That's very important, like sometimes we see, once Prabhupada was there and then he was saying Jayadvani, somebody was standing like a pillar. He said, bow down, bow down. Prabhupada shouted at him. Again, devotees should not stand like pillars, when the Jayadvani was going on. One should bow down, like that. So, Pratasmaraniya, so all these Chakravartis of Raghuvamsha, then they said, Kalidas Mahakavi says that they are all Narayanamsha. That is why Narayana appeared in the dynasty. They are all, great kings. They are equal to Narayana, not Narayana, but now Narayana himself appeared, Ramchandra. Then Janak Maharaj started narrating his dynasty. Maharaj Nimi is the first one, right? Then all of you know 9th Canto Bhagavatam, there is a story. See, he is the in charge of our closing, and opening of our eyes. That is why Nimisha. He sits on our eyebrows, eyes. Then he is the one who opens our eyes and closes our eyes. Right? Nimisha. That's why it's called Nimisha. Like that. All the kings in Janak Maharaj, they are called Vaidehas. Videha kings. Why know why? Videha means no body. But they are all having bodies. Videha means one who doesn't have bodily conception of life. Right? They are completely free from bodily conception of life. That is why Lord Krishna, Prabhupada writes in 10th Canto Bhagavatam, what is the greatest sin in this world? More sinful than killing a cow, is to think that I am this body. Right? Most sinful activity, more sinful than killing 1,000 cows. Like that. Brahmahatya paap se bhi paap hai, to think that I am this body. So these Vaideha kings, they are free from bodily concept of life. That is why they are known as Vaideha. So they are all Brahmavettas. Right? So this is a beautiful tattva is here. Why Sita appeared in the house of Vaideha kings? Because they are Brahmavettas. Because Sita ji is Brahmavidya Swarupini. Brahmavidya Swarupini. So that is why she appeared in the house of Brahmavetta Janak Maharaj. Now Parabrahman is coming and taking the hand of this Swarupini, Brahmavidya Swarupini, Sita Devi. Right? So this is there is a beautiful significance that Parabrahman coming and taking the hand. So this marriage of Sita and Ram represents yoga of, coming and meeting with Bhagavan. So this is not, Kalyanam is different, Vivaha is different. So Kalyanam, Vivaha takes place only once, and then 60th year again they do Shashti Purti, like that. But Kalyanam, every year it can take place. Because Sita Kalyanam, Sita Ram Kalyanam, if you see, nobody says Ram Kalyanam. Nobody says Krishna Kalyanam. They will say Rukmini Kalyanam. Right? Sita Kalyanam. Right? Sita Kalyanam is very important. So, anybody who hears this Sita Ram Kalyan Mahotsav pastime, so they will get also, yoga with Ramchandra. They also can combine with Ramchandra. So that is why, so this, many people, they sit in the Kalyan Mahotsav and they give Sita in marriage to Ramchandra. That day everybody becomes Janak Maharaj. Sitaram Kalyan Mahotsav. And this, even though the marriage did not take place on Ramnami day also they do Sitaram Kalyan Mahotsav. Because this is a significance that, you can become father of Sita and accept Ramchandra as your son-in-law. Then, abhi itna glorious hai. So, one more tattva is there that, Akashraj dynasty belonged to Akashraj. Akashraj means son. So, Akashraj son, Ramchandra, he is combining with Bhumi Sutta. So, Bhumi and Akashraj, they are combining. So, usually this entire world is Papa and Mummy, Amma and Baba. राइट. सो आकाश से हमको वर्ष मिलता है, सनराइज मिलता है. सो उससे खाना कौन देती है? माँ. राइट. सो सीताराम, they are our mother and father who will maintain us, right? Father is earning and bringing, and mother is cooking and maintaining. So that is why we should be, that is another tattva. So then marriage, marriage ceremony has started. So Vasishtha Muni, the very beautiful verse, which show when Janaka Maharaj said, "You want anything?" Said, "Data pratidata." One who is taking, his hand is always down, and one who is giving, his hand is always high, on higher side. So when you are giving your daughter, what else I want? So that is why it is said that having a daughter, now in India tradition has become so bad that they think that having a daughter is very inauspicious. But the girl is 9 times more auspicious than a boy. They used to celebrate to have a daughter, because the boy delivers the father and mother only when he performs Shraddha. But as soon as the daughter is born, during the Kanyadan only, 10 generations will become benefited. When anybody does Kanyadanam, so 10 generations will be benefited of that. So the person who is giving is superior. So that is why the lady party, they should not feel ashamed, we have a daughter, we should not feel inferior, because they are giving something like that. So, said, "Arey, you should be proud. Don't like that." Some commentator is saying that marriage ceremony means the mother-in-law has to fight and fast. All Andhra marriages are like that. Marriage, they think like that. So it's not. So that is why they say that Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and all, they didn't come for marriage. Because like that. So they create nonsense, like that. So it is mentioned that then very beautifully arranged yajna and all that. Then Vasishtha Muni has taken charge, Vishwamitra Muni has taken charge, Shatananda Muni has taken charge. All, Navadanyas, the whole thing was filled with Navadanyas, and then Navaratnas. Then the whole place was decorated with, fragrant, flowers. Not only all the kings and all, they have come, all the devatas also they assembled. This is a marriage of Lakshmi and Narayan. Lakshmi and Narayan. So all the devatas and all, everybody assembled, then everybody was given akshata. Akshata means one which doesn't break. Akshata. The akshata, the chawal should not be broken rice. That is why the ladies, they should, pick all the, full rice, full dhanya, and then use like that, apply, haldi and all that. So then everybody was given like that. Now, Kanyadan ceremony is most important. So, Janaka Maharaj, he invited Ramchandra. Then he, when his wife with a golden kalash, she took a golden kalash and then water. And then she was pouring, the water. And then the Janaka Maharaj was washing the feet of Ramchandra. He became so ecstatic that Ananda Bashpas, Ananda Ashru, they are falling. And they were continuously falling from his eyes, tears of happiness, bliss. That, thinking that how fortunate I am that, I am washing the feet of this beautiful personality. He became so ecstatic. So the water mixed with the tears, are washing the feet of Ramchandra. Right? Then everybody did Pushpa Vrishti and Janaka Maharaj, and then everybody was glorious, thinking that how fortunate this Janaka, that he is washing the feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ramchandra. Like that, and then like that, and then he was Sitaji was decorated. Then during the marriage ceremony, the girl should not walk. That's why they bring in a basket. The Mamaji has to bring her in basket. Abhi to aajkal to itna, लेके आना उठाना मुश्किल हो जाता है. Previously, the girls used to marry at a very young age, 13, 14, so they were easily lifting. अभी इतना दो क्रेन लाना पड़ेगा. So anyway, so they brought Sita ji, and here this is the main thing. Like it is said that Iyam Sita Mama Suta Sahadharmachari Tava Pratitya Chainam Badramte Panim Gruhinitva Panina Pativrata Mahabhaga Chaye Vanugata Sada Ityukta Prakshipadraja Mantraputam Jalam Tada. There is another Kalpanic story that Rama and Sita, they are exchanging garlands, and then Rama was doing mischief and all, this is not correct. So the marriage ceremony, usually in some places they put the muhurta, marriage muhurta is very important. So if you see there, they put a curtain, right? They put a curtain. So before marriage, boy and girl should not look at each other. So at that particular exact muhurta, the girl and the boy should look into each other's eyes. So that is one. Another is Panigrahanam. I have one more. RJ. You know RJ? RJ means rotten jokes. Like we had one professor in mechanical engineering. He would write jokes. He had notes. Then every year, every class, he has to tell that joke. Then we had used to joke. Oh, joke bataye, wo joke bataye. Like that. I also have some rotten jokes. So Panigrahanam means there is Surya Grahanam. You heard this joke? Huh? For you RJ, for you not. Surya Grahanam, it takes for 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes. Chandra Grahanam takes place for 1 hour 45 minutes. But Panigrahanam takes place, will last for 7 lifetimes. Right? Every time I tell this joke. So, in some marriage ceremony, Panigrahanam is very important. Right? Panigrahanam is very important. So, Panigrahanam, so here he is saying, Iyam Sita, Mama Suta, Sahadharmachari Tava, Pratitya Chainam Badramte, Panim Gruhinishva Panina. This is a mantra shloka. In all the marriages, this mantra is chanted, even now. Iyam Sita, bolo? Mama Suta, Sahadharmachari Tava, Pratitya Chainam Badramte, Panim Gruhinitva Panina. So the most beautiful marriage ceremony is going to take place. That is why, this Uma Maheshwara Namastubhyam Namobhyaha. They chant these mantras. Lakshmi Narayana Namobhyaha. Vani Garbha, Brahmaji Namo Namaha. And then Sati, Purandara Namobhyaha. And then these are all 4 Daiva Dampatis, Deva Dampatis. Right? They are ideal, Lakshmi Narayan, Uma Maheshwar, then Hiranyagarbha, Vani Hiranyagarbha Namobhyaha means Brahmaji and Saraswati, and Sachi Devi and Indra. So they are Daiva Dampatis. So marriage ceremony is not some combining of man and woman. Right? You must, by entering into this marriage, you must bring the Daivatvam by remembering these 4. And then the Rishi, Arundhati Vasishto Namobhyaha. One more RJ, like why they say that, during marriage ceremony, they show Arundhati Nakshatra. Right? So why they only show Arundhati Nakshatra? The wife told, in the now, for now, you show only Arundhati Nakshatra. Remaining Nakshatra, मैं दिखाऊंगी after marriage. Some like that. So, Arundhati Vasishto Namobhya. Then, this is Rishi Dampati. Like that, there are so many Rishi Dampatis. Then Rishis, they like that, you have to remember. Then Manushya में अभी तो पहले भी है नल दमयंती, रघुवंश Raja and all that. But now they say Sita Rama Namobhya. In all the marriages they chant this mantra. Sita Ram Namobhya. Because Ramchandra Bhagavan, he is combining all the three. He is Bhagavan, he is Rishi, he is Manava. Right? So, remembering, so like that. So now, Iyam Sita, why Janak Maharaj was saying, Iyam Sita, look at Sita, look Sita here. Right? Why? Because Ramchandra Bhagavan, he was always thinking, my beauty is unmatched, so he was not looking at anybody. So Janak Maharaj was telling, this is Acharya's commentary, Janak Maharaj was telling, it seems, Abhi, you found a match. Now look at Sita. Like that. So one more point is that ever since he heard in Siddhashram that he is going to, if you break the Shivadhanush, you are going to get hands of Sita. So everywhere, wherever he was seeing Sita only, it seems. Sita, Sita, Sita. Like that. So you are seeing everywhere, but now, for now, here Sita is standing before you. Catch her hand. So why he is telling, Panim Grunishwa Panina? Because one Acharya is commenting that Ramchandra, he was always already in the mode of, loving Sita and all that. Then he was feeling that, because he did not meet Sita properly and immediately, so Sita was very upset. So she was having Pranaya Kopa. So he may be thinking, in order to pacify her, I have to catch the feet of Sita. So Janak Maharaj said, for now you catch the hand of Sita, later on you can catch the feet of Sita. So that is why he is saying, Panim Grunishva Panina. Like that. So why he is saying Iyam Sita, Iyam Sita? So when there is Anirvachaniya, when you cannot describe something with words properly and all, he, she, like that, if somebody's name we don't know, then this, that, tat, we use tat for Supreme Personality of Godhead. For Supreme Energy, we use Iyam, Im. So that is why he is saying Iyam. So now that Jagannatha Sita, first he is saying that this lady is Jagannatha, Jagat Janani, Parap Shakti. So Iyam, because she appeared by the touch of the edge of the hull. That is why she is called Sita. Because I raised her, Mama Suta, my daughter. See how he is telling? Sahadharmicharitava. Not only she is Ayonija, but because she was raised in our Karmanishta family. Because, I have given very nice samskaras to my daughter. That is why she will be your Sahadharmacharitava. Bhadramte, all auspiciousness. Because Janak Maharaj was thinking, there will be najar lag jayega. Because all the people who have assembled during the marriage ceremony, they were thinking that seeing the beauty of Ramchandra, all of them they were thinking that Sita ji should have 1000 eyes to see and enjoy the beauty of Ramchandra. And some people they are divided. No, Ramchandra needs 1000 eyes to enjoy the beauty of Sita. Because this Sita is so beautiful that even the sun also, moon also, they did not get a glance of Sita. And the Mother Earth doesn't know how soft the lotus feet of Sita, because she never walked on the bare floor. Right? So then some people were saying that Ramchandra needs now for first glance 1000 eyes, and then he has to increase the eyes to see the beauty enjoy the beauty of Sita. Right? So, like that, it is, that is why they are saying that, because you are getting such a beautiful, my daughter, beautiful wife, such a beautiful wife, nazar lag jayega. Isliye that's why he is giving benediction that Badram te, let there be auspiciousness. Like that, so many commentaries are there. Now, there is no time. So, now what you call talambral. Talambral means, what you call, Hindi में क्या बोलते? They put the chawal, the white chawal or akshatas on their heads. The boy and girl, they have a competition also, right? So now all kinds of nonsense they put, color papers and all, because the main purohit nowadays is a videographer. Shoes पहन के हर जगह घूमता रहता है. Right? And they do again the vidhi vidhan. So that is where nowadays so many marriages they break, they only have video. Video left out. Photograph. Abhi pre-marriage photography, something, photo shoot, all that, they do nowadays, they have fashion nowadays. Right? Anyway, so, why, the chawal they put. This is called Anjali. Like this they take and then put it. Why white chawal? Why not gehu or maida or something else? Because chawal is represented by moon. Moon is represented by mind. This is actually Anjali. This is how you offer obeisances to anybody, or like this, right? So when somebody takes and puts, right? So it represents heart. So when the Sitaji was putting this white chawal, with her hands combined like this and putting, so that means she's showing that I am giving my heart and my mind to you. That is the tattva they explain. Then same thing Ramchandra. I am also giving my heart and like that. And then they put mutya. Mutya means pearls. So these why pearls? Because pearls also, they are represented by Chandra. Because they are very rich, so they are putting like that. So very beautifully described that Sitaji's hands are like lotus. That's why, because she is Padma, are very, very reddish. When she was taking this beautiful pearls, white pearls, the pearls are becoming red. Red represents raga. Raga means prema. Premamayam. So she was actually giving, putting, and then this, reddish looking pearls on Ramchandra. So they are becoming, when they are falling on the Ramchandra's body, they are becoming greenish, because he is having greenish complexion. So the tattva is now Premamayam, that Premamayam is offered to Ramchandra, and then it is becoming Ramamayam. Tavevaham, Mamaivaham, you heard this? In the beginning, Sakritiyat Prapannoyas Tavasmiti Yachate. In the beginning we will say, I am yours. After advancing, you will say, you are mine. That is called Tavaivaham and Mamaivaham. In the beginning, I am giving Tavaivaham, because after falling, Ramachandra is becoming Mamaivaham. Right? And then there is a, like this, marriage ceremony was concluded. Then all the other brothers also got married. Urmila, Mandavi, and Shrutakirti. All the marriage, then they took. So, benediction is there, that anybody who hears Sitaram Kalyan Mahotsav, I already told, Falashruti. Right? You don't have to marry again. Then yoga, Kalyanam means auspiciousness will take place in our lives. In the same way, Rukmini Kalyan Mahotsav, we should hear, and then Vishnu Priya and Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kalyan Mahotsav also we should hear. So this benediction is given in Chaitanya Bhagavat only. So I will tell some few points about Prabhupada. Then Madhu Pandit and all there. You can read, Google karo, पढ़ लेना. टाइम नहीं मैं भी गूगल ही किया मैंने. So Prabhupada once there is one Bhaktadas was there. He told Prabhupada that he can I advertise about our books and all. Prabhupada said, yeah, do it nicely. Then he spent some money. Then he did radio advertisement. He did radio advertisement, and then he kept all Prabhupada books in all the stores in San Diego San Diego city, like that. So then Prabhupada approved. Then he could not spend so much money, but some books are sold, but not so much here. Prabhupada said, no problem. You tried bold, you did some bold move. You took a bold move. Prabhupada always appreciated. Then another time somebody asked Prabhupada that what is humility? Right? So many people they say, Prabhuji, I am very fallen. No, Prabhupada said no. Acting boldly for Krishna is humility. Right? Acting boldly for humility. Like that. And one more definition Prabhupada gave. Anybody can tell? What is humility? Huh? Huh? Following instruction. Prabhupada said, if you think that you should never think that I have done something perfectly.
What Prabhupada mentioned, humility means not to desire to be respected by others, not to expect.
Yeah. Prabhupada said, we should never think that I have done perfectly everything, anything. I know, right? I also have this habit. I know. Right? Once Tamal Krishna Maharaj had this habit. I know. So Prabhupada was speaking to him. He said, yeah, I know. Prabhupada launched at him and said, you know everything. Like that. We should not think, I know everything. I can do it perfectly. So if somebody thinks that I can better my service more by taking instruction from somebody, that is also humility. So I will tell one more person and then I will finish. Any points, any comments are there, we'll take. So Prabhupada once he went to 2 points I will tell. So Prabhupada went to one devotee took to in San Diego only some church or somewhere. All the priests and all these Christian ministers, they all assembled. Then Prabhupada, you can just, bold, Prabhupada, he said, he quoted one shloka from Sanskrit, then he said, you are what you eat. You are all eating hogs, you are all will be like hogs. And there is one devotee, Uttama Shloka was telling, he says, I was completely flabbergasted. Said, how can he speak like this in front of all these guys, who are eating beef and, pork and all that. Like that. So, the same place, San Diego, he went to one Dr. Duvuri. So, he took food and all that. Then at around 8 o'clock, they started discussing some philosophy. So, he was speaking all nonsense, Western philosophy and, denying Krishna and Guru, this and that. So, till 11:30, the discussion went on, it seems. So, Prabhupada was here listening to him very carefully and like that. Then finally, Prabhupada, he roared like a lion. Then he told, you are the greatest fool I have met in my life. Because I was not convinced, after 3 hours of discussion, that you are the rascal, you are a rascal. There is no bigger fool than you in the world. Then immediately he melted, it seems. He kept his head on the lotus feet of Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada patted him. The entire family became devotees, it seems. Till now, they are big Vaishnavas and big supporters of San Diego temple. Srila Prabhupada ki, Sita Maharani ki, Gaura Premanandi. Any questions?
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I never heard so much in detail the Sita Kalyanam. So, very nicely you described. And I like the Falashruti also. So, maybe regularly in our Brahmachari class we should have these kind of sessions. Sometimes you can recite this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Vishnu Priya.
Yeah,
There's also very detailed given in
Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Buddhimanta Khan arranges the marriage and all that. Prabhuji, I have some doubt if you can explain sixth text. Here, Shukadeva Goswami writes in Shloka, sixth, if you can open 9.10.6. So it says, Yo loka vira samitau dhanuraisham ugram sita swayamvara grihe. So here the word swayamvara, and Prabhupada writes in translation. If you go to translation, it says, O king, the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra were wonderful, like those of a baby elephant. In the assembly where Mother Sita was to choose her husband, in the midst of the heroes of this world. So, Prabhuji, how do we understand this part?
One Acharya, he says that the Pramanik Granth is Valmiki Ramayana. If something different is there in other Puranas and all that, right? So if it is not deviating from the main thing, it's okay. But the main Pramanik for Ramayana is Valmiki. So certain things, like they speak, because he didn't give so much detail, Sukadeva Goswami. So he did not go into it. But the originally Ramayana, it was this is the thing. Also, maybe I don't know. In 24th Divya Yuga, this pastime has taken place. So that was written by Valmiki Muni. So Valmiki Muni, he wrote like this. So we have to take it. But in some other kalpa, it might have happened. Kalpa Veda also could be there. But it doesn't matter. But as far as this, because Prabhupada wrote, there are so many Ramayanas. Because one Acharya says, Vyasadeva likes Ramkatha so much that he narrated in all 18 Puranas, including Mahabharata. He likes it so much. Even in Vanaparva, I think Markandeya Rishi or somebody comes and narrates entire Ramayana to Dasharatha Maharaj, because Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj says, is there anybody who suffered more than me? Markandeya said, you are a fool. Your entire family is with you. Rama has to suffer so much. Like that.
Actually, in 7th canto, because I am doing this Narsinga Kathana in the evening. So Narad Muni tells Yudhishthira Maharaj, he is telling about Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksh, and then he says Ravana and Kumbhakaran. Then he says, for detail about Ramayana, you can meet Markandeya Rishi. He will tell you in detail. So maybe this happened after.
Yeah. Yesterday's class were nice, and the discussion also was nice. One thing I wanted to add, that all the Sitas, they were made gold, right? They were not ordinary. They were all golden Sitas, Bangar Sita. Then they were all assembled, in one place, because every time Ramchandra would come and then this pastime would take place. So many golden Sitas are assembled, like in some big store or something. So then they all assembled, they went and told Ramchandra, you are just, putting us in the, in the sacrifice, no enjoyment, nothing. We also want to enjoy, we don't want to remain, because they are deities, like that. Then okay, Ramchandra said, when I come as Krishna, you all will become gopis. So all the golden Sitas, they became gopis in one of the pastime. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Any other? Hare Krishna.